The afternoon sun was beginning to set on the day of my graduation. I sat on the porch, clutching my diploma, feeling that strange mix of excitement and absolute terror about the future. My father came out and sat beside me. He didn't say congratulations right away. Instead, he pulled a small, worn wooden box from his pocket. Inside was a watch. It was scuffed, the leather strap was cracked, and the glass face was so scratched you could barely see the hands. I tried to hide my disappointment. I was expecting something new, something for my future. "This was your grandfather's," my father said. "It's over 50 years old. But before I officially give it to you, I want you to take it to 3 different places. I want you to see what the world thinks it is worth." My first stop was a local pawn shop. The air inside smelled like stale cigarettes and old metal. A man with a graying beard sat behind a cage of reinforced glass, barely looking up from his newspaper. I felt out of place holding this old relic in a room full of power tools and used guitars. I pushed the watch through the slot. He picked it up with 2 fingers, turned it over once, and let out a dry laugh. "Kid, it's not even ticking," he said. "The brand is dead, the casing is base metal, and it'll cost more to fix than it's worth. I'll give you $5 for it. Maybe I can sell the buckle for $1." I took the watch back, feeling a sting of embarrassment. $5. My grandfather's legacy was worth a sandwich? Next, I went to a high-end jewelry store in the city. The floors were marble, and the air was chilled by expensive air conditioning. I felt like a $5 person as I stood at the counter. A woman in a sharp suit looked at the watch through a jeweler's loupe. "It's a classic silhouette," she admitted, her voice professional and cold. "But the condition is poor. Vintage isn't really the trend right now. Everyone wants smart watches or minimalist gold. We could offer you $50 as a trade-in value for the parts. We might be able to salvage the gears." $50. It was better, but it still felt like a slap in the face. I almost went home. I almost told my father that the world had spoken. The watch was junk. But I had one more stop, the State Museum. I had to make an appointment with the curator of horology. I waited in a quiet wood-paneled office for nearly an hour. When the curator finally arrived, he didn't just look at the watch. He put on white silk gloves. He turned on a high-powered lamp. He was silent for what felt like an eternity. Finally, he looked up and his eyes were wide. "Do you have any idea what this is?" he whispered. "This is a 1954 prototype. It's one of only 3 ever made. We thought the others were lost in the 70s. This isn't a watch. It's a masterpiece of engineering." He offered me $500,000 on the spot for the museum's permanent collection. My hands shook as I took the watch back. When I got home, my father was still on the porch. I told him the news, breathless and trembling. He just smiled and said, "I wanted you to learn that the wrong place will always make you feel worthless. If you are in a place where people don't see your value, don't get angry. Just realize you're in the wrong room. Those who know your true worth are the only ones who deserve to have you."